Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to FAU softball. The Owls here for game number 3 of the spring games weekend. FAU set to face Maryland, coming up in just a few minutes. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Owls, led by head coach Joan Joyce in her 28th season. Leading off and playing left field is number 7, Sarah Berthume. Batting second in center, Caitlin Cunningham. Batting third is the catcher, Olivia Peterson. In batting cleanup, the DP, number 23, Donnie Goborn. Batting fifth, right behind Goborn, is the Owls' first baseman, number 11, Zoe Jones. Maya Murray, third baseman, bats sixth. Batting seventh in right field is Carissa Orland. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Maya And batting ninth is the FAU shortstop, Summer Baker. The starting pitcher for the Owls today is number 29, Lynn Gardner. As Berthume digs in, and we are just about ready for softball here in Leesburg, Florida. Chilly day today, especially for Florida standards. About 63 degrees here at first pitch. Overcast too. Berthume will look at strike one, and we are underway. Right on schedule on the dot at 11 a.m. Starting pitcher for Maryland is number 3, Trinity Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck, a junior out of Williamsport, Maryland. Schlotterbeck misses outside to Berthume there for ball one. Berthume off to a great start this year for the Owls. She's hitting an even .500, 8 for 16, with a triple, a double, an RBI, and 3 runs scored. So certainly done a good job at setting the table from the leadoff spot. Is the junior left fielder. And she slaps one into left field, but that'll stay up enough and is caught for the first out. As Caitlin Cunningham now steps into the box. Cunningham had a clutch single in the Owls' 2-1 defeat to UNC yesterday. With 2 outs in the 6th inning, Cunningham delivered a base hit that scored Berthume to tie the game at 1-1. Much needed run for the Owls. As she lays down a bunt, but it's right back to Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck fields and throws the first to retire the second out of the inning. As Olivia Peterson gets ready for her first at-bat of the afternoon. Morning, afternoon, day. Peterson is 1 for 10, 100 so far this year. The one was a clutch go-ahead base hit in the Owls' win over Northern Illinois. As Peterson looks at ball one. The Owls' 4-3 win over Northern Illinois last weekend. The bottom of the 6th inning, so just 1 for 10, but that one certainly was a big one. Peterson, a transfer from Minnesota, joined the Owls this year. As she'll look at strike number 1. 1-1 count to the backstop. Swing and a miss there. Good pitch by Schlotterbeck. And FAU is down to their first strike here early on in the top of the first. That one is popped out of play. First of 2 for FAU today. The Owls will take on the 17th-ranked Missouri Tigers following the conclusion of the game against Maryland. As the 1-2 from Schlotterbeck misses high to Peterson. 2-2 count. First pitch, game 1, scheduled for 1:30 p.m. Comes the 2-2 And that's strike three as Peterson goes down looking. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left. In the top of the first for the Owls, we'll have the Terrapins coming to bat in the bottom half of the inning right after this. Welcome back to the bottom of the first inning as Lynn Gardner digs in the circle. Gardner getting her third start, of the season in her fourth appearance, delivers strike one to the Terrapin leadoff hitter, the center fielder, Jada McFarland. Gardner has pitched well, very well for the Owls so far this season. She is, despite an 0-2 record, she has a 2.02 ERA as that one is chopped to first. Zoe Jones makes the play, but she can't beat McFarland to the bag, and that's going to be an infield hit. McFarland was hustling all the way down. Kind of a tough play for Jones. She had to come in to get it and just wasn't able to win the foot race back to the bag. So it's 1 on and no out for Maryland early on. Gardner, 2.02 ERA in 17.1 innings pitched, 2 complete games, and 13 strikeouts. So despite the 0-2 record, as she gets a swing and a miss there, Gardner has shown a lot of good stuff early on this year. Good start yesterday against a pretty good UNC lineup, too. Gardner went the distance, no earned runs, only 2 runs total, and just 5 hits. As Taylor Okada digs in. Runner goes to throw down to second. She's out. Another caught stealing for Olivia Peterson. That's her 7th of the season. The FAU backstop has shown a great arm behind the plate, as McFarland had a pretty good jump, but that throw was on the money, and a good tag applied by FAU second baseman Maya Am to erase the leadoff single. And swing and a miss, strike 3 on Okada, and just like that, there's 2 down for Lynn Gardner. As Maryland pitcher Trinity Schlotterbeck steps in to face Gardner, pitcher versus pitcher. Gardner misses high for ball 1. FAU comes into today's game 1-5 on the season. Gardner changeup there, pulls the string for strike 1. Maryland 2-4. In yesterday's action, the Terrapins fell to Liberty and then fell to Stetson 3-8 and Liberty 9-0. Gardner misses high there for 2-1. Comes the 2-1 as Gardner drops in a breaking ball on the low and inside corner. As we have a 2-2 count to Schlotterbeck. See if Gardner can get out of the inning here. The 2-2 misses low and outside. Payoff pitch coming up. That one is lined into the left center gap. That's going to be a base hit for Schlotterbeck. Goes to the wall, and she's thinking two, and she's going to get there with a stand-up double with 2 outs. Schlotterbeck got a good piece of that one. That was just a liner. Split the gap in the left center. And Maryland will have a runner in scoring position. Here with 2 out, though, as Taylor Ligori, the DP for Maryland, steps in to face Gardner. The lefty delivers there, misses low for ball 1. Ligori batting .250 this year, just 1 for 4, as Gardner fires a strike to get even at 1-1. Comes the 1-1 from Gardner. Catches the low and inside corner. That's a nice pitch. Caught Ligori looking, but even if you swing at that, there's not much you're going to do, and that's probably just going to be chopped into the dirt for an easy ground ball somewhere. 1-2 now. Gardner 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. And that is popped up, fouled out of play behind home plate. One-two now. As Schlotterbeck leads off a second. That fouled right outside of first base. Comes the 1-2. That is popped up. Gardner is right there. She's under it. She'll make the play to end the inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left for the Terps in the bottom of the first inning. 0-0. We're heading into the top of the second right after this. top two here in Leesburg as Donnie Goborn, the DP for FAU today, leads off to get things started, facing Taylor Schlotterbeck, the righty pitcher from Maryland. Schlotterbeck misses there outside. Goborn, a junior for the Owls. For her first hit of the year, just 0 for 2 at the dish so far. The junior from Sebring, Florida. Gets set for the 1-1, and she'll take outside as Schlotterbeck misses away. Schlotterbeck is 1-2 so far this season with a 2.03 ERA as Goborn calls time. As looks like Maryland's pitching coach is going to go out and have a word with Schlotterbeck. 1-2 with a 2.03 ERA for Schlotterbeck in 10.1 innings of work, 5 strikeouts, and only 1 walk. It's so important to have good command. Never want to give out any free base runners. So if you can limit that, make the hitters hit off of you, let your defense make a play, you're going to have success at this level. At any level, really, but command is certainly key. 3-0 pitch to Goborn. Let's see if she has the green light or if she's taken all the way. Goborn does have power, and she takes for strike 1 there. Still way ahead, 3-1. Comes the 3-1 to Goborn. She rips it in the left field, and that is going to be a base hit. That one on the left side gets past the diving shortstop, Ruby Butler of Maryland. Good effort, but Goborn is on with a leadoff single. Here comes Zoe Jones, FAU first baseman. Jones batting .250 this year, 3 for 12 with an RBI. The lefty sophomore from Wilmington, Delaware. See if the Owls put on a bunt here as Maryland's in the corners, and they do, and it's fouled back. Goborn was going on the pitch too, so it looks like it was a bunt and run laid down by FAU. Looks like a little mix-up between Jones and third base coach Shan Walker. Maybe Jones didn't have the right sign, as Jones looked like a little bit of confusion there and wasn't really on the same page as she goes to have a chat with Coach Walker. Now trots back to the box for the 0-1 count. Nothing here, top of the second inning between FAU and Maryland. FAU, the away team at this neutral site for both games today. FAU in the red tops, Red Sox, and Maryland in the yellow tops and the Yellow Sox. So certainly a colorful matchup today. Here's the 0-1 to Jones. Not bunting that time as she looks at ball 1, high and inside. Bunt down, but it's foul, as Jones cannot keep that one fair. Rolled right into the righty's batter's box. Maryland's defense was ready, though. Third base and first base both charging in as that wheel play was on. And then the danger with that, especially if there's a runner on first and she's going, is that there can be nobody to cover third. As the 1-2, Jones slaps it, that fouls it away. At the third base, so you see that sometimes. The third baseman charges and the shortstop's covering second. A heads-up base runner can just cruise from second to third if nobody's home and the pitcher or the catcher doesn't pay attention. Here comes the 1-2 to Jones. Fights that one off. Maya Murray is on deck for the Owls. A 1-2 check swing, but she could not hold up, and that's strike 3. No need for an appeal there as the home plate umpire punches out Jones herself. Right call, looks like she went around on that one. And there's one down. Maya Murray, the FAU senior third baseman, steps in. Murray takes low and inside there for ball 1. Murray, a senior from Winter Springs, Florida. 1 for 10 on the year. Comes the 1-0 from Schlotterbeck to Murray as she looks to drop a bunt down but takes strike 1. A little bit of a late attempt, so maybe Murray was thinking of dropping one down for a hit instead of the more typical sacrifice. Pulled it back, though. Comes the 1-1 to Murray. Good pitch there from Schlotterbeck. Fastball catches the low corner, and it's 1-2. Donnie Goborn still on first after her leadoff single. Always want to cash in when you get the leadoff hitter on. And that is strike 3 as Murray swings and misses at that one. Good pitch for Schlotterbeck. Kind of had Murray fooled there. That one looked out of the zone. 2 down now for the Owls right fielder, Carissa Orland. Orland hitting an even .222, 2 for 9 with a run scored this year. As she is jammed and she pops that up into right field. Right fielder makes the call and the catch to retire the side and end the inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base for the Owls in the top of the second. Nothing here. We'll be back for the bottom of the second shortly. No score here between FAU and Maryland as we enter the bottom of the second. Campbell Klein, Maryland left fielder, leads off to face Gardner. Gardner missed with ball 1. Klein fouls that one off. Out of play over the Maryland dugout. It's an overcast day here in Florida. About 64 degrees at first pitch, and weather was actually dipping, or forecasted to dip as we move along throughout the day. So that one is slapped into left field, and that's going to be a base hit. Opposite field base hit for Klein there, good piece of hitting. So certainly chilly for Florida standards, particularly FAU, Boca Raton, South Florida standards. Michaela Jones, Maryland's third baseman, now steps up to face Gardner. See if the Terps put a bunt on. Nope. Gardner misses high with that one. Ball one. Yesterday was a beautiful day out. 84 degrees, sunny. So not the same, but we'll take it. Certainly warmer than a lot of other places in the country right now. Comes the 1-0. Gardner just missed with that one. Looked like a good spot, but she did not get the call. Just a little outside as Peterson asked the home plate umpire where that one missed. 2-0 now as Jones is up on Gardner. Off-speed pitch in the dirt, and it's 3-0 as Maya Murray. Quick little chat with Gardner. Let's see if Maryland gives Jones the green light. She's taken, but Gardner hits the outside corner there for strike one. Gardner is senior left-handed pitcher from Mobile, Alabama. Certainly FAU's #1 in workhorse this year. As she sends a 3-1 in, and that's a strike. Snap throw to first, but Klein slides back safely. Peterson keeping her honest over there. But Gardner has battled back for a full count. Payoff pitch is popped to second over the leaping arm, and it's going to be in right center field. Klein's going for 3. Here comes the throw, and it hits the runner and trickles away, but Gardner's right there to back up. So it's second and third as Jones moves up on the throw. Single to right field. Good attempt by Maya Am. That was a blooper. She leapt for it, but it was right over her head. And Cunningham, the Owls center fielder, tried to throw out Klein. Looked like it was going to be a close play, but the ball hit Klein. But good job backing up there by Gardner. Little things, fundamentals. It's important for pitchers to back up. Like right there, that would have been a run scored without her being in the right spot. That slap to short. She's coming home, and the Owls have a rundown, and they tag out Klein at third, and they're going to have a double play as another one's in a pickle. And makes the tag. That's a 6-2-5-4 double play, as that's some bad base running from Maryland. The third base runner is going at first as the grounder was fielded by Summer Baker. She threw home. At that point, somebody should have just stayed on third to only have one out. So, some bad base running by Maryland, but some good heads-up fielding by FAU. And that goes from second and third with no out to just a runner on first with 2. Gardner gets ahead 0-2 to Marissa Borkowski. That last one goes down as a 6-2-5-4 DP. Don't see those every day. Good pitch by Gardner there, just missed the outside corner. Trying to get Borowski to chase. That one is fouled, back out of play. That one is popped, but Maya Am is right there, right behind second base to end the inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left for Maryland. We're heading to the top of the third. No score here in Leesburg. Top three here, excuse me, as FAU is the visiting team for the first time this weekend. Maya the Owls' second baseman, steps in to face Schlotterbeck as she fouls that one away, and she's down 0-2 quickly. Is hitting 1 for 9 this year, 111. Going to get off the interstate. Takes outside. Another senior for FAU. Senior class of Gardner, Murray, Donnie Goborn, Ashley Stevenson, and Abby Morgan. The leaders of this squad. And that hits the outside corner from Schlotterbeck, and it's strike 3 to Summer Baker, FAU shortstop, now steps up. Baker 091 this year, 1 for 11. Takes low there at the knees for ball 1. (1-0) from Schlotterbeck, the righty. Baker launches that into right field. That one is deep, and that one is going to bounce to the wall. Baker's got 2. She's going for 3. Here comes the throw, and she's going to slide head first with a triple. That's a triple to right center for Baker. That's her second triple of the year. The last one was just like that, too. Launches one into right center, and she's got some wheels. She uses her speed, hustling all the way there. If you're going to get a triple, you got to run hard out of the box. And Baker did exactly that. Set up FAU's leadoff hitter now, Sarah Berthume, in a good spot. 1 out and a runner on third. Berthume takes ball 1. 0 for 1 so far today. 8 for 17 this season. So Berthume with a .500 on base percentage and a .688 slugging percentage entering today's games. Right person up if you're FAU in this situation. But she pops that one up sky high to the infield. Second baseman makes the call and the catch. as that's a big out for the Terps. Two things that you can't do if you're a batter, the runner on third and less than 2 out, is pop up or strike out. Want to put the ball in place somehow, even if it's a productive out or a ground ball. Make the infielders make the perfect throw home to get the runner if you want to send them. So 2 down now for Caitlin Cunningham. FAU center fielder takes low. Cunningham grounded out to shortstop her last at bat. Comes the 1-0 from Schlotterbeck. Foul tip. Cunningham. Cunningham 3 for 15 entering today, or a 200 batting average. It's a big spot for FAU. You always want to score first. Try to grab command of the game, especially when you have your ace pitching. As the 1-1 takes inside. 2-1 count now to Cunningham. Boca Raton native. Certainly didn't go far to go to FAU. But when you're in paradise like that, why would you? Why would you want to leave? The 2-1 from Schlotterbeck. Misses there, 3-1 count. As Olivia Peterson, FAU's catcher, is on deck. Comes a 3-1. Swing and a miss. As that's only 2 strikes. And Cunningham was walking back to the dugout. She thought she struck out. But she did not. It's 3-2. She's got another stab at it. Had me confused for a second, too. I was pretty sure it was a 3-1 count there. But Cunningham was the only one walking off. None of the Maryland fielders were. So here comes payoff pitch. Baker leads off third. 2 down here. This is a big spot in this game. See if Cunningham can stay alive. Takes outside for ball 4. It's a good at-bat there from Cunningham. As Olivia Peterson will ditch her shin guards. First and third now as Summer Baker got a 1-out triple to right center. And Cunningham leads off first. Let's see if the Owls want to put any action on. Let's try to send Cunningham for a steal or... Cunningham goes. The throw is down to second. And she's safe. And Baker scores. Heads up base running by Baker. As Maryland sent a gamble there. Not sure if that was the play that Maryland coach wanted there. The throw bounced to second. Cunningham stole, and Baker was going all the way there. And it's 1-0 Owls. As Peterson takes strike there, 1-1 count now. Good things happen when you put the ball in play and get some action on the base pass, put some pressure on the defense. Things like that. Make them make the right decision, make them make the right throw. Good things happen when you get action out there on the base pass. As Peterson swings and misses for strike 2, excuse me. One nothing lead for FAU here in the top of the third on Maryland. Comes the 1-2 from Schlotterbeck. Misses outside. As Cunningham, the big secondary lead off of second. Comes the 1-2 from Schlotterbeck as she gets the sign, checks her wristband. Peterson fouls that one off. Hit the catcher there, not sure where, maybe it was right in the foot. as she's going to take a minute to shake it off. Catcher is a tough position to play, that's for sure. All that padding, but seems like the ball always finds you somewhere where there's no pads. But she's all right. Catcher Kylie Goff, sophomore for the Terrapins. Comes a 1-2 from Schlotterbeck. Peterson pops that into right, and that'll end the inning. But the Owls get on the board first with a stolen base advancement from Summer Baker. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. It's 1-0 FAU heading into the bottom of the third. We'll be back right after this. Bottom 3 here in Leesburg, as there's a quick out from Garner. Kylie Goff was first pitch swinging and flew one out to Caitlin Cunningham in center field, and there's 1 down. As Maryland's lineup turns over, leadoff hitter Jada McFarland digs in. McFarland with an infield hit in her first AB. She slaps that one to left, and she's 2 for 2. Over the head of Murray, and that's a 1-out base hit for the Maryland center fielder. 1-2-0 for FAU. 0-5-0 for Maryland, so 5 hits for the Terps, but no runs to show for it. Part of that was the big double play that the Owls got for some bad base running from Maryland last inning. Taylor Okada, Terps second baseman, steps in to face Gardner, who gets ahead with strike 1. Okada 0 for 1 so far. Struck out in her first at-bat against Lynn. And good pitch there from Gardner. She's popped up into right field. Cunningham makes the call in the catch for the second out. Kind of a tough spot there as Cunningham and right fielder Carissa Orland were converging on it, but center fielder's job is to be the captain out there to make the calls. Maya Am was retreating back too, but so a good job by Cunningham making the call and the catch, and we got 2 down now. That one is grounded to short. Baker gets a tough hop, but she'll throw to Jones to retire Schlotterbeck and end the inning. That's a quick inning for Gardner as Maryland gets no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and none left on base. Heading into the top of the 4th, it's 1-0 FAU. Top of the fourth out here in Leesburg as Donnie Goborn leads off for FAU. First pitch swinging, but that's fouled down the third base dugout, over the third base dugout for Maryland. Goborn 1 for 1 so far. Single to left in her first at bat. Takes high there for 1-1 count. FAU scored in the top of the third. Summer Baker tripled to right center. And then after Caitlin Cunningham worked a walk, Cunningham stole second. The throw went through to second. She slid in safely, and Baker scored easily. Goborn chops that to short. And she's out for the first out of the inning as Ruby Butler retires the FAU DP. FAU led by head coach Joan Joyce in her 28th season. Joyce is just a mere 14 wins away from 1,000 on her career. Certainly a historic milestone in a club that not many are part of. There's only 25 coaches in D1 history. As Zoe Jones pops that to left field, that's going to be a tough play for the shortstop Butler, but she makes it. There's 2 down. Jones was jammed there, a little blue popper. Butler had to range back, but she makes the grab. Yeah, 2 down. Joyce would become just the 26th head coach in NCAA Division I history and only the 41st in all divisions to reach 1,000 career wins. Certainly a milestone and a goal for the Owls this season. It's 14 more. Looking to get one more here with the 1-0 lead against Maryland as Maya Murray looks at strike one. Murray places that to right field, and that stays up enough for Marissa Borkowski, who makes a basket catch coming in. So that's a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Owls. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left. It's 1-0 FAU heading into the bottom of the fourth. Bottom four out here in Leesburg. FAU holds a 1-0 lead on Maryland as Gardner misses low there for ball one. The DP Taylor Ligori leads things off for the Terrapins here. Ligori flew out to center field in her first AB this afternoon. Gardner misses there, low and outside for ball one. Ligori, a junior from Columbia, Maryland. Popped up there. Good pitch from Gardner as Cunningham is under it. She will put it away for the first out of the inning. Gardner is working well here. Despite the 5 hits, really hasn't seen any solid contact. Besides the gap double to Schlotterbeck, it has been all singles for Maryland. Next up is Campbell Klein for Maryland. Klein 1 for 1 with a base hit so far. 5 hits for the Terps, but just 2 to the Owls, but it's a 1-0 lead for FAU. That one is popped to center. In comes Cunningham. She's going to dive, but she can't make the catch as it bounces into her glove. Good effort there, but just a little bit too shallow, as that's 6th hit of the game for the Terps. And 2 for 2 afternoon for Klein so far. Good effort there by Cunningham. If she made that one, that would have been a web gem. 1 down as Michaela Jones steps in. Gardner fires, just misses the low and outside corner. Jones with a base hit her first time up. Gardner evens the count there at 1-1. Fouled down the left field line, as that was an off-speed pitch there from Gardner. Jones was on it, but just way too early. She leveled that one out. That would have been probably a line drive single had it found a hole. 1-2 count now to Jones. Jams right there, fouled over the FAU dugout. One nothing FAU lead here in the bottom of the 4th, as the 1-2 to Jones, blown away there, 2-2. Peterson thought about a snap throw. She sure likes trying to throw people out and throwing people out. She's been pretty successful with base runners this year. Hasn't gotten a snap throw yet, a snap throw pickoff yet, but something tells me that's going to happen at some point this year. That one is fouled over the FAU dugout again, as Jones stays alive. Three left on base for Maryland and 2 for FAU. Gardner has bared down with runners on, as she has forced Maryland to 1 for 6 with base runners today. That's a jam shot. It's going to go foul. Oh, Jones had a look at it, but could not run it down. Good effort there from Zoe, the FAU first baseman, just outside of her glove. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming from Gardner. And that's low as Jones keeps fighting. 3-2 now, full count. As Klein, let's see if the Terps send Klein. Runner goes, and that is fouled down the right field line. Orland gives it a look, but it's out of play. Here comes the payoff pitch, ninth pitch of the at-bat to Jones. As that is grounded to third, Murray goes to second for 1, and that's all they'll get. But the Owls get the lead runner and now have 2 down on the fielder's choice. Good job by Gardner to win that battle and force Jones with a weak grounder to Murray. I think Murray wanted 2 on that one for sure, but Maya to Maya, as Maya at second made the right decision, as they weren't going to get Jones at first anyway. So 2 down now. And in steps in is Riley Kerr, Terp's first baseman. She looks at strike 1. Maryland is 1 for 4 with 2 outs today. Here comes Gardner's 0-1. Misses outside. Only 1 strikeout from Gardner so far in 6 hits, but has really limited action, as the 1-1 is in there for strike 2. Looked at there by Kerr. Comes the 1-2, fouled, out of play. Kerr, a senior from Phoenix, Arizona. Certainly a far trip to college for her. To UMD. Comes a 1-2 from Gardner. Breaking ball just missed low and outside. Good eye there by Kerr. Comes a 2-2. Off-speed pitch, fouled away. Kerr was in front of that one, but just got a piece of it to stay alive. Terrapins sure making Gardner work. Some long at-bats. Runner goes. What? That's fouled back. And we'll do it again. 2-2 count. Jones was going. Sometimes when you send a base runner like that, you can make a hole, either a second baseman or the shortstop going to cover, and a ground ball can turn into a base hit. Comes a 2-2 from Gardner. That is grounded to Baker at short. Tough hop, and she can't make the play. That's going to be an E6 to keep the inning alive. Tough hop there by Baker. It ate her up. It was a big one. And she was in position, but came up and hit her in the stomach. So we'll have 2 on and 2 out, but looks like Maryland is going to send up a pinch hitter here. Amelia Lech, freshman from Thousand Oaks, California, up in a big spot. It's hard to come off the bench and pitch hit, but particularly in a situation like this, 2 on and 2 out. 1-0 FAU in the bottom of the 4th inning. Two on and 2 out as Maryland's pinch hitter steps into a big spot to face Gardner. Gardner gets ahead with strike 1. 1-0 FAU here in the bottom of the 4th. The 0-1 from Gardner is high for ball 1. Amelia Lech, 2 for 11 so far this year. The 1-1 from Gardner, inside corner. And just like that, the senior lefty is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning and keeping the 0 on the board. Here comes the 1-2 that is fouled past first base, and we'll do it again. Runners were going there. Comes the 1-2 to Lech as Gardner fires, fouled into the fence of the Owls dugout. And we'll do it again. A lot of long at bats here. Maryland really making Lynn work. 1-2 to Lech. See if Gardner can come up with a big out here and keep FAU on top 1-0. Misses high there. 2-2. Good job by Olivia Peterson behind the plate to snag that one. Keep the runners at first and second. Still got a force play, so third baseman and the middle infield can really go the easiest way they want as Peterson calls time to have a chat with her pitcher. Maybe they were crossed up on that last one as Peterson looked like he was a little caught off guard when that one was up in the zone. Peterson's been a good addition, certainly played well behind the plate this year, transferring in from Minnesota, first year with the Owls. So important to have a good catcher. It's really the anchor of your whole defense. 2-2 as Lech digs back in, and Gardner sets and delivers. That one is low, and we have another full count. That'll send the base runners. They'll be in motion, so a base hit should tie the game. And a double could give Maryland a lead. Payoff pitch here. The 3-2. Fouled back into the screen, and we'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat here. Comes the 3-2. Strike 3 as Lech goes down looking, and that's a huge strikeout to get out of the inning from Gardner. Paints the outside corner, and that'll do it for the bottom of the 4th for the Terps. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. It's 1-0 FAU. We'll be back for the top of the 5th. Top five here. FAU holding a slim 1-0 lead on Maryland as Carissa Orland, the Owls' right fielder, gets things going for FAU here in the fifth. Orland takes there for a 3-0 count now. That last strikeout from Gardner was huge. 3-2 count, 2 runners on, hits the outside corner, strike 3. Strike 1 from Schlotterbeck, as she's now got a 3-1 count on Orland. That one is fouled down the third base line. And we'll do it again. Three-two count to Orland as Schlotterbeck gets her sign. Schlotterbeck has pitched pretty well too. Only 2 hits allowed, and the 3-2 grounded to third, and Orland will be retired 5-3. So only 2 hits, one the triple from Baker, and the other was the base knock from Goborn. But that's the beauty of softball. It doesn't matter how many hits you get, just matters when you get your hits. So it's a 1-0 lead for FAU. Maya now up. 0 for 1. Struck out looking in her first at-bat. She looked at ball 1 there from Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck with 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, and only the 2 hits allowed in 4 1/3 innings of work so far. So that's a really good start. Fouled off out of play from The pitcher's duel yesterday in FAU's first game, the 2-1 defeat to UNC. Good pitcher's duel between Gardner and Hannah George from the Tar Heels. 2-1 and all the runs were unearned, so those ERAs will definitely plummet like that. Here comes the 0-2 to That's popped up foul, but the Maryland first baseman is there to make the play, as that's a quick 2 outs for Schlotterbeck. Summer Baker digs in. Baker with a triple in her last at bat and then scored on the stolen base. Baker's second triple of the year. Seems like she likes that right center gap. Looks at strike 1. First of 2 games today for FAU as they'll play Missouri Tigers. Missouri ranked number 17th in the nation. Comes the 0-1 to Baker, fouls that one off. FAU closes out the weekend with a 2 p.m. game against Monmouth tomorrow before heading back to Boca Raton. FAU will host the Strikeout Cancer Tournament next weekend. 5 games across 4 days, beginning with Jacksonville and Kentucky on Thursday. Here comes the 0-2 to Baker. Looks at ball 1 there. Good spot from Schlotterbeck, trying to get that outside corner, but a good eye from Baker to lay off. 2 outs for FAU here in the top of the 5th. The 1-2. Nope, misses high. 2-2. Good eye by Baker. She's got a good eye at the plate. The last thing you want to do, ever if you're a pitcher, but particularly with 2 outs, is walk somebody. The 2-2 is chopped out of play. Baker stays alive. That one bounces well in front of the plate and catches Maryland catcher in the mask as Baker is battled to a full count. Only one walk from Schlotterbeck so far, so she's shown good command. No walks by Gardner in the circle for the Owls. Command is key. Don't want to give any free bases, so good job by these two pitchers. Here comes a 3-2, and that catches, nope. That's going to be ball four. It looked like it caught the inside corner, and the Maryland catcher started walking into the dugout, but Baker works all the way back from an 0-2 count there for a 2-out walk. Here's Sarah Berthume as the Owls lineup turns over. Berthume, the leadoff hitter, 0 for 2 today. It hasn't been often that Berthume has been hitless so far this year, so as Schlotterbeck gets on the board first with strike one. Berthume with a two 2-hit games and 1 4-hit game so far this year. Comes the 0-1 from Schlotterbeck. That is chopped to second, and that is going to be a 4-3 putout for Berthume to retire the side. No runs on, no hits, no errors, and none left for FAU. Heading to the bottom of fifth, it's 1-0 Owls. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the bottom of the fifth here in Leesburg, Florida, as Gardner misses with ball one there to start this inning. Leading off for the Terps is Kylie Goff, the catcher. Flew out to center in her first AB of the game, the number 9 hitter. Looks at ball two there, excuse me, as Gardner and Peterson wanted that one. "68 pitches by Gardner here, entering the bottom of the fifth. Pretty economical. Gardner gets on the board there with a strike on the inside corner. Comes a 2-1 from the lefty. That is grounded to short. Baker's there, and she makes the play to retire Goff and get the first out of the inning. That was kind of a tough hop there, so good job by Baker to stay with it. Jada McFarland, Maryland's leadoff hitter, digging in. McFarland 2 for 2 so far with a couple of singles. See if Gardner can get McFarland for the first time today. And looks like she will, as that's chopped to second. Throws to Jones, and McFarland is retired. That's a quick 2 outs for Gardner. Taylor Okada, Terrapin's second baseman, is next. Okada 0 for 2 today with a flyout and a strikeout. And Okada was hitting .417 coming into today, 5 for 12. Still early, so you'll see some pretty drastic batting averages. That is grounded to Jones, and that's going to be a quick 1-2-3 inning, 3 up, 3 down for Maryland in the bottom of the 5th. It's 1-0 FAU. We'll be back for the top of the 6th right after this. Welcome back. Top 6 here in Leesburg. FAU holding a slim 1-zip lead on Maryland as Caitlin Cunningham, the Owls center fielder, leads off and swings through the first pitch for strike 0-2 count from Gardner to Schlotterbeck. Gardner 78 pitches here. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Third K of the day for Lynn, and she gets Schlotterbeck down swinging to start this 6th inning. Taylor Ligori, the DP for Maryland, 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts so far. Comes Gardner's first pitch. Changeup dropped in there for strike 1. So important to get the leadoff hitter late in the game. A lot of times that will dictate how an inning goes, how an inning flows. So with a 1-0 lead, as Gardner just missed the outside corner there. So important with a 1-0 lead, especially late in the game. Keep that tying run at the plate. And that go-ahead run in the on-deck circle. 1-1. Gardner fires that in the inside corner. There's strike 2. Here comes a 1-2 to Gardner. That one is grounded to short. Baker fields, fires, and we have 2 out here in the 6th for the Owls. That's another good pitch by Gardner. Really jammed Ligori. Followed a weird spin of it. Spin coming off the bat to shortstop. As Campbell Klein now digs in. As a pitcher, those won't really look too shiny in the stat sheet. As that one's popped up, Cunningham is under it, and she'll make the play to end the inning. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Terps, as Gardner gets them 3 up, 3 down. 1-0 FAU. We'll be back for the top of the 7th right after this. Welcome back to the top of the 7th. Out here in Leesburg, Florida, 1-0 ball game, pitcher's duel between Lynn Gardner and Trinity Schlotterbeck from Maryland. As Zoe Jones leads things off in the 7th. Jones, the Owls' first baseman, looks at strike one. 0 for 2 today so far for Jones with a strikeout. That one is popped down the left field line. Going to stay in play, but it is caught by the Maryland left fielder Campbell Klein for the first out of the inning. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th for Maryland. Due up is Michaela Jones, Reagan Kerr, and Marissa Borkowski. 6, 7, 8 in the order. So your FAU, that's the bottom of the order is what you would like to see ideally in that situation, clinging on to a 1-0 lead late in the game. Here's Maya Murray, who looks at ball one. Murray 0 for 2 so far today. The Owls' third baseman. Looks at strike one as Schlotterbeck evens the count up at 1-1. Sun starting to make its way out here in Leesburg. It's quite overcast when this game started and chilly, but pretty comfortable now that the sun is poking out. Comes the 1-1 to Murray as she slaps it up the middle, but it's snagged by Schlotterbeck, and now we got 2 down. Gonna have a pinch hitter for FAU, as it's Jalen Ford. Ford pinch hitting for Carissa Orland here. Jalen, a sophomore from Palm Harbor, Florida. Two out in the 7th as Ford plays off that one high and outside for ball one. Jalen 0 for 3 so far this year. Certainly a weapon off the bench that the Owls are looking to utilize this year is Ford. Schlotterbeck sends in, and it's grounded to third. It's off the third baseman, and the shortstop can't get it either, and Ford is going to reach with 2 outs. That one was smoked to the hot corner. She couldn't handle it. Looked like the shortstop had a chance at it too, but it got away from her. We'll see how that scored, but either way, that one was a rocket off the bat of Ford to get her on with 1 out. We're going to have another pinch hitter here for FAU. It's Riley Ennis, as Carissa Orland is going to re-enter to go back in her spot to run for Ford. And Ennis will pinch hit for Summer Baker. Here with 2 down, FAU would love to get an insurance run across for Gardner. Top of the order up, so if Ennis can stay alive here. Base hit, ball 4 error. I'll put 2 on with 2 out for Sarah Berthume. So here's Riley Ennis. Ennis 1 for 10 this year. Ennis, a junior out of Estero, Florida, looks at ball 1 from Schlotterbeck. Ennis has gotten a handful of starts this year at DP and a few at third base. Utility player that the Owls are looking to utilize. Comes the 1-0 from Schlotterbeck as Carissa Orland leads off a first. Schlotterbeck fires in there for strike one. Top 7 here, FAU clinging to a 1-zip lead. 2 outs. Orland on first. Ennis at the plate. And Schlotterbeck in the circle. Here comes the 1-1 to Ennis. That one is slapped towards the right side. It's going to be a tough play for the second baseman, and she just gets Ennis in time to end the inning. So no runs on no hits, 1 error, and 1 left for the Owls. We're heading into the bottom of the 7th. 1-0 FAU. We'll be back right after this. Well, welcome back. Bottom of the 7th inning here. Last chance for Maryland as FAU clings onto a 1-zip lead. Lynn Gardner fires. It's going to be ball 1 as Michaela Jones tries to check her swing, but she does, as they appealed and they said she held up. Gardner gets that in there for strike 2. 1-2 count now to Jones. Comes a 1-2. That is popped up. Foul ground. Jones is giving it a look. And that one will just get out of play. That one just cleared the fence there. Good effort by Zoe, FAU first baseman. 1-2 count here to Jones. Misses high there. One, 2-1 for FAU and 0-6-1 for Maryland. So 6 hits for the Terps. Not been able to push one over against Gardner. That one is fouled into the screen. 2-2 count here to Michaela Jones, who is 1 for 2 this afternoon. Comes the 2-2 from Gardner. That one is fouled. Orland's going to give it a look, but that will fall to the grass. 88 pitches for Gardner here in the bottom of the 7th. She's looking for her first win of the year. 0-2, but a 2.02 ERA entering today's game. So lefty has pitched well this year. The 2-2. That one misses high. As last thing you want to do walk the leadoff batter, especially with a 1-run lead. As there's going to be some conversation here between the umpires. Maybe it's about the count. Peterson asked home plate what they had. We'll see if it's 3-2 or 2-2. 3-2. Comes the payoff pitch to Michaela Jones from Lynn Gardner. Delivers. Grounded to short. And that's a tough hop, and it gets past Baker. Jones is on to start this 7th inning. There's been some wicked hops out there that Baker has had to deal with. So that goes down as an error. It's a tough one. However, it's a play that probably should be made in this situation, as the Owls will talk it over in the circle. As Reagan Kerr, the Maryland first baseman, steps in. Pinch runner coming on for Jones for the Terps is number 12, Cameron Davis, freshman out of Menifee, California. Important to have speed on the bench, too, in these kind of situations. Want to send in your fastest runners for sure. No outs. 1-0 lead for FAU in the bottom of the 7th. Let's see if Maryland wants to lay a bunt down here. They don't, and the first pitch is fouled into the screen from Reagan Kerr, who is 0 for 2 today. See if Gardner can finish this gem off. Comes the 0-1. That one is popped into center. Cunningham is under it, puts it away for the first out. Cunningham can really cover a lot of ground out there in center field. The Owls sophomore got some good range. And we're going to have a pinch hitter here for Maryland, as it's Megan Mikami. Head coach Mark Montgomery pulling out all the stops, using the bench here late. But I don't blame him. You're down 1, and your starters haven't generated any runs so far, so might as well shake something up. One out here in the 7th, and Gardner misses for ball 1. Maryland's last hit came in the 4th inning, so Gardner has really shut the Terps down since that frame, as that misses high. Speaking of framing, Olivia Peterson trying to frame that one, held onto it for an extra second there. Gardner gets on the board there with strike 1. FAU looking for its 2nd win of the year. Gardner looking for her first in the circle. She's pitched so well today. Let's see if she can finish it off here. Comes the 1-1 as the runner's going. Throw down to second is not in time, as that's a stolen base for Maryland. That's huge. That now erases the double play and the force play. There's still just 1 out, so base hit could tie this game, as it's 3-1 count. Gardner fires in there for strike 2. This is a huge at-bat here. Might decide the fate of the game. Runner on second, 3-2 count, 1 out, 1-0 lead for FAU. Here comes Gardner's 94th pitch, And it is in there for strike 3. She gets Mikami looking. Wow, that is a huge pitch for Gardner. Paints the outside corner. A little bit of a delayed strike call from the umpire. It's the second time that there's been a huge strikeout for Gardner that she got looking. 2 out now. As there's going to be another pinch hitter sent up by Mark Montgomery. It's Caitlin Koenig. Koenig representing the last life for the Terps. However, with a base knock, she could tie this game. As Cameron Davis leads off second, Gardner's first pitch is in there for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. And FAU is 1 strike away. Oh, 2 count here. Let's see if Gardner can finish this complete game. Give FAU its first win of the weekend. The 0-2. Ball high. Good job by Koenig to lay off that. It's hard with 2 strikes in any situation, but particularly never want to be the last out of the game, and sometimes you get overzealous and chase. So good job there by the senior to lay off the high heat there. 1-2. Here comes Gardner's pitch. That one is popped up. Who's going to make the call? It's Zoe Jones. She's under it. Puts it away. Owls win. A complete game shutout from Lynn Gardner. And FAU pulls out a 1-0 victory over Maryland for the Owls' first win in the spring games. One, 2-2 for FAU. 0-6-1 for Maryland. Gardner, a complete game shutout, her 3rd complete game of the year, earns her first win, moves to 1-2 on the year. What a start from her. 4 strikeouts, no walks, 6 hits allowed, and gets the shutout. Summer Baker with the run from for the Owls after a triple and a stolen base of home and the steal of home. Thank you for tuning in to our first game today. The Owls will be back at it in about 40 minutes to face these 17th ranked Tigers of Missouri. I'm Evan Shomo. We will see you back here in a little bit. Thanks for joining us.